Chosen one, you were built for visibility, not for the shadows. You were not meant to be hidden. You were not molded by the divine for a life in the background. No, you were crafted with precision, with fire, with purpose, to shine, to rise, to be seen. The very fabric of your being is woven with visibility, with impact, with the kind of influence that resonates across worlds. This isn't a moment for you to shrink or blend in, it's a moment for you to step forward and let your light illuminate everything in its path. Stay with me until the very last moment of this message, because I'm about to share a word that's perfectly aligned with your divine timing, and while you watch, I want you to speak life into your future. Drop your warmest wishes in the comments, and if you believe this is your moment of visibility, your moment of ascension, let me see you write 777 down below. This is a powerful moment, this is a turning point, so make sure you're subscribed, make sure you're connected, and let's go. For far too long, you may have been overlooked, underestimated, or even dismissed, not because you didn't carry immense value, but because your light was kept under a protective covering. Sometimes, the brightest lights aren't turned down, they're sheltered until their moment. Not everyone could appreciate the process you went through. Some chapters require discretion. Some phases require discretion for a greater manifestation. That's a key difference between being forgotten and being hidden for a greater purpose. And you, chosen one, were hidden, not forgotten, for a higher elevation. You were kept in a place of preparation, a cocoon, until you were ready to emerge. Heaven hadn't ignored you, it was developing you, and now that moment to break free is upon you. The world is about to see what heaven already knew, that you were meant to be visible, not buried, that you were meant for exposure, not for silence. Your season of invisibility was not a punishment, it was a form of divine protection. It kept you from distractions, from attacks, from the chaos, while you grew, and now you're not just stepping forward, you're being revealed, and when God reveals something, nobody can reverse it. This isn't about ego, it's about impact, it's about the people whose lives are tied to your transformation, your voice, your example. There are futures that will be influenced simply because you decided to become visible. When you are visible, you become a transformation vehicle. Your very presence brings renewal, your very movement brings a shifting of atmospheres, not because you're the best or the greatest, but because you're called, your tears, you're anointed. Your doubts, none of it was in vain. Every moment forged your ability to carry a greater weight of glory. Every rejection prepared your platform, every misunderstood moment sculpted your character. Your anointing was forged in obscurity, not in the spotlight, and now you're about to step forward, with pure authenticity. No more shrinking to make other people comfortable. No more turning down your light just to ease their doubts, no more holding back the manifestation of what heaven placed in you. This is your moment, the moment for you to come into view, with confidence, with humility, with power, because when you show up, the people who are meant to connect with you will be there. The doors that are meant to be opened will slowly start to unveil themselves. This is your new era, the era where visibility brings transformation. Chosen one, you are not a background character in your own story, you are the main event. You are the person who carries a spark that cannot be duplicated, it cannot be manufactured, it cannot be imitated. It is a fire that comes directly from heaven itself, and now it's the spotlight that's been reserved for you. This isn't a threat, it's a throne, a seat of influence, a place where your purpose is recognized, your power is honored, and your presence is magnified by divine decree. You do not need to compete for this seat, you do not need to chase it, it's already yours. Your light is its own announcement, your glow speaks volumes, without you needing to say a word. When you walk in divine timing, even silence resonates, your spirit signals to everything around you, and doors are opening, not because you're forcing them, but because you're simply aligning with your purpose. These doors respond to your frequency, the vibration you carry, and that's a frequency forged through patience, suffering, renewal, and healing. This is a moment where you realize you do not need to force or manipulate, instead, you become the very access point for transformation. Your visibility is a manifestation of your calling, your breakthrough, your assignment to be recognized, but not for popularity's sake. Instead, it's a moment for you to activate something greater, something much bigger, so the people connected to your destiny can find their way forward. Your visibility is not limited to social media, a platform, or a title. This is a visibility that's a matter of spirit. When you walk into a room, the atmosphere starts to shift. When you speak, hearts respond, and when you move, chains break, this is not something you manufactured, this is something you carry, this is your calling made manifest. Some people may see this and not know what's going on, some may be confused, wondering, who is this person? Where did they come from? How did they suddenly appear in a new space? This isn't chaos, this is orchestration. Heaven is repositioning you for a greater assignment. Heaven is placing you where you can make the greatest impact, without compromise, without losing your service. It's a way for you to enable transformation in the lives of others, because when you become fully yourself, the person God called you to be, those connected to your purpose will break free alongside you. Your breakthrough paves the way for theirs. Some will celebrate you, others may criticize you or question your motives, but none of that can undermine your mission. Your assignment is greater than their opinion, your purpose is greater than their doubt. This is a holy moment, a moment when you realize you're not just alive, but you're alive with purpose. Heaven chose you, He chose you, and you carry something that cannot be silenced, that cannot be dismissed, that cannot be erased. Your time to be visible is not for ego, but for transformation. So prepare yourself, stronger, wiser, more anchored. The greatest chapters of your story are just beginning. And you're not turning back. This is a new Every era. Step forward is a step toward the manifestation of your highest calling, chosen one. You're stepping into a new era. This isn't a moment for shrinking back or doubting yourself. This is a moment for trusting the process, and trusting that the one who called you is greater than anything that might come against you. Some people may wish you stayed small, some may prefer you blend in, but you were made to stand out. Not in arrogance, but in assignment. Not in ego, but in service, because when you illuminate, you light a path for others. When you break through, you create space for transformation in the lives of those connected to your destiny. The discomfort you felt in small spaces was a powerful indicator. It meant you were growing, it meant you were expanding, it meant you were meant for something greater. Your struggles were not punishment, they were preparation. Your doubts were not disqualification, they were a stepping stone toward a greater manifestation of your purpose. Heaven is just getting started. This is your unveiling, this is your moment to become everything you were designed to be, because you were forged in the fire for a time such as this, because you carry something that the world desperately needs, your authenticity, your light, your testimony. Some may say, who do you think you are to step forward, who do you think you are to speak up or take up space? The answer is simple, you are someone who obeys their calling, who lets their light illuminate the way for the generations to come, who dares to be visible in a world that prefers anonymity. Heaven is honoring your transformation today. Heaven is honoring your faithfulness, your patience, your struggles, and turning them into your greatest platform for change. Your visibility is not for your glory, but for His. Your transformation is not for your fame, but for the healing and renewal it brings to the world. When you let your light shine, you become a beacon God chose are not forsaken, that their struggles produce significance. This moment signals a turning point. Your past cannot hold you back, your future cannot be delayed. Heaven's timeline for you is unhindered by doubt, by comparison, by negativity. Every step forward you take from here resonates with eternal purpose. Every word you speak carries weight. Every decision you make is a manifestation of your growing maturity. Every room you enter is a platform for transformation. Every heart you reach is a manifestation of your calling. So lift up your head, square your shoulders, take a deep breath, and step boldly into your new era. This is what you were made for. This is the moment you become fully yourself, the moment you grow into the greatest expression of your assignment, the moment you realize that visibility is not a curse, but a blessing and a powerful opportunity for healing, renewal, and transformation. Heaven is with you, heaven is for you, heaven is cheering you on. This is your time, this is your moment. Go forward, boldly, gracefully, and fearlessly, and watch as your path unfolds in ways you hadn't even been able to imagine, because you are a chosen one, and chosen ones do not fade, they illuminate.